Collective, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Someone may be evaluating or re-evaluating a connection or relationship that you are in or that you were in the past. Okay. There is some aspect of this relationship that you may be observing that is affecting you in other areas of your life. I don't know if it has to do with something you're working on, your manifestations, just your life in general. Okay. You may be evaluating this relationship because there are some things that you are seeing in this person that you did not see from the beginning. Some things that may be abusive, toxic, negative, low vibrational, all of the above, one or the other, that you didn't see in the beginning. I feel like this person's mask is slipping. Okay. And this has you maybe in this evaluating phase as to whether the relationship is going to work or whether this how this is affecting you in other areas, okay, of your life, how this could be affecting you in other areas. Okay, so the question seems to be, what are you getting out of the relationship? What are you going to get out of the relationship if you stay in it? Okay. What would be the outcome? Feeling the energy of outcomes. Someone may be weighing the scales, putting the relationship in the balance, seeing what's going on. Um, what are you going to get if you stay in it? What are you going to get if you get out of it? Will it work? Is it not working? What is this you're seeing in this individual that you didn't see before? Okay. I hope everybody is doing well. It is a beautiful day here in Florida where I am. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. Okay, let's see what's going on. I got the cards flipping over. Now I'm going to use a new deck. I just got this deck yesterday, day before. It's called the Old Hell No Love Edition. Right? Pretty cool deck. We're going to use this deck and then I'm going to go with the True Lovers Charming Fools to clarify some things, to bring in this other individual's energy. But we're going to use this deck to pull on your energy, okay? To see what Spirit wants you to know concerning this dynamic, okay? All right, tell us more, Spirit. What does the collective need to hear? What do they need to see? What is the answers to their questions? What are you confirming with this message? All right. We have you're the whole buffet. Okay. You're the whole buffet. Stop crying over someone who didn't bring a plate. Mm. You bring flavor, seasoning, and dessert. Ooh. Okay. I see you. If someone walks away from that, they're not hungry for love. They're just bland. All right. Whoever you are, you the bee's knees, boo. Spirit say you the whole situation, you the whole package, you everything. You the chicken, the macaroni cheese, the collard green, little cornbread. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, little okra on the side. You know what I mean? You the Pepsi and the Sprite. You feel me? And you that good red velvet cake. Mm. You know, I don't know. Spirit is saying that this individual apparently they ain't hungry. Okay. So remembering all that you bring to any relationship that you're in, well, you know, not just a love relationship as far as lovers or romantic interests, but your friendships, your family, your associations, your co-workers. Like you are the total package. Okay. Tell us more, Spirit. What are you getting out of the relationship? They not only did they not help prepare this meal here, okay, they ain't bring no fat back for the collard green. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bring no they ain't bring no chicken stock for the cornbread dressing. All right. And they ain't even bring no sodas. And you know, they could have brought some sodas, little paper plates or something. They ain't brought nothing. They ain't even got no plate. This is why you questioning what you're getting out of it. I get that. I get that. You keep giving second chances to someone who's on their ninth life. Wow. I feel like this, you are about to send this person packing, because this seems to be like a repeat offender. Someone is constantly showing up with nothing energetically, emotionally. No affirmation, no affirming. This person is energyless. I mean, they're showing up in the black and white. Okay. This ain't cat love. If you've given them more than Google auto suggestions suggests their name, what? I'll read that again. If you've forgiven them more than Google auto suggests their name, time to close the tab. Enough is enough. Okay. Yeah. You're getting ready to sit this person on the outside of the door. Okay. Of your house, of your life, or both. Don't keep showing up to the festivities with nothing. Right? You could have brought some of them good Hawaiian rolls or something. You know what I mean? You really could have. Tell us more. They don't deserve a second chance at your peace. I was feeling the energy of second chances. I was feeling the energy of this individual is a repeat offender. Okay. They're repeatedly doing something. There could have been possibly previous communication about this with this individual, and it's like it's not clicking. All right. They're not quite understanding what you're saying. You may like certain aspects about them, but in the overall, it's like, I don't know. Okay. They burned the bridge and now want to borrow your lighter. Block them like your credit score depends on it. Peace is priceless. This could be someone from your past as well. Take it how it reverberates. This person could have not shown up to the party with the Hawaiian rolls and the sodas. You know what I'm saying? Not even the Czech sodas. You could have went down there to Winn Dixie and got you some of them Czech sodas. Which you could have done. Okay. But they didn't do that. And they keep not doing that. Now, this is maybe what they done in the past. They showed up empty handed, emotionally, mentally, heart wise, finances, just in every way. All right. And now they want a second chance, but it's like, is this going to work? Will it work? How is this going to affect what I'm working on? My future, my present, the things, the irons I have in the fire, are they going to contribute? Are they going to support? Are they an addition? Are they a liability? Tell us more. If they wanted to, period. Okay. If they wanted to. Love doesn't need decoding. If they're ghosting, breadcrumbing, or too busy, they're not your person. They're just a waste of perfectly good mascara. Hmm. Also came out, you feel for potential. You fell for potential, didn't you? You fell for potential. Potential. What is going on? I'm gonna need you to get your mouth together. Is what I'm gonna do. Okay. You fell for potential, didn't you? Look at you, building castles on red flags and calling it architecture. Their future plans won't cuddle you at night. Love the reality, not the resume. Mm. Yeah, you might can see the potential in this individual, but they might be a little on the lazy side. They might be lazy as it relates to their own life. They might be lazy as it relates to the relationship. You may see that the relationship could have some potential, but this person just, they will not go down there to the Dollar General and bring some plastic cups, some styrofoam cups to the meal. They will not do anything to contribute in the way in which you need to, collective. So you define that need, you define that want. Okay. May not need it, may want it, may require it in your relationships. And they're not contributing that. They're not bringing that. Okay. So you could be evaluating how you in the past You fell for their potential. And I feel like we're leading into the slipping of the mask here. Tell us more. You're trying to grow a garden in someone else's emotional parking lot. You keep watering dead soil and wondering why nothing blooms. Stop planting where nothing roots. Your love deserves fertile ground, not potholes and tumbleweeds. This is not good soil. The energy of this person is not good soil. You can plant and plant and plant and talk and talk and talk and try and try and try, and that tree will be bearing no fruit. Okay, that vine will be producing no grapes. Okay, tell us more. I mean, you're not their healing journey. You're just the unpaid pit stop. Mm. You showed up with love, snacks, and growth potential. They showed up with trauma and no gas. Let them find a mechanic, not another muse. Ooh. This person needs some work, some help. So there may be a misalignment here. Not that we don't all have things we have to heal from, but it feels like this person it ain't even on the healing journey at all. While you may be, okay. So there's a misalignment. There's this feels unequally yoked, okay, which you shouldn't be yoked at all, but still, right? Um, so we have this energy of growth potential. You showed up with growth potential. You showed up with good soil. They showed up with tumbleweeds and potholes. They're not ready to go on this journey with you. And this may be what you're seeing now that you know them a little bit better. Okay. We're going to see what energy this individual is showing up in. Spirit is saying what you see is what it is. What you see is what it is. Don't try to talk yourself out of what you see. Give us more on this individual's energy, whom the collective is um navigating their way through. Okay. We have the artist popped out. Sensitive and broke. Wow. He'll capture your soul, but can't capture a paycheck. I felt this energy like this person, and this could be where the slippage is happening because this person may be spiritually, um, they may be spiritual, they may be a deep thinker, they may be a conscious person, but the more you get to know how they actually use that spirituality or use that higher conscious self energy or whatever that is, the more you see that they don't really apply it to their tangible life, to really ground themselves in their tangible life, to stabilize themselves. They're not using it. It's almost like their head is just kind of in the clouds, or they're talking a good talk, but then they don't walk it. You know what I mean? Um, they're very, maybe even imaginative. It's like they have good ideas, but they don't know how to make those ideas come to fruition, or they're not applying themselves to actually get out of the idea phase and into the get to work phase, right? Because it's beautiful to have beautiful ideas, but if you don't at some point, you know, put the hammer to the nail type energy, then those ideas just remain ideas. So this person is, you're starting to see that it's not quite adding up. The firefighter, brave and strong. He knows how to handle the heat. Can you? Oh, this is they're very passionate about something. There's something this individual's very passionate about. But what am I it's like they may even be a know-it-all. They may be that individual who has all the answers for everybody else or all the solutions for the whole world, but can't figure out, you know, how to balance their bank account, how to balance a checkbook. You know, a lot of people don't use checkbooks no more, but I'm just use that metaphorically. They can figure out everything, but the details of their own life, you know, and how to construct something productive. Okay. I'm picking up this energy of someone who doesn't even see that part. It's almost like delusion of grandeur or self delusion because they don't see the part where their life is the one that's on fire. They just want to know, are you able to handle the fact that I'm burning down my whole life? Like, like, and if you act like you can't handle the fact that they burning down their whole life or their whole life is burning down, then the problem is you. Is not that they have set fire to their whole life. Okay. They want you to come and be the firefighter with the water hose to help them tame the flame that they have created in their life. And if you choose not to do that, or you can't do that, right? Then it's like a gaslighting effect. Like they gaslight you to believe that you're the problem. Now you just can't handle it. You know, you just can't handle who I am and what I come with. No, no, you're right. I can't handle it, and I ain't going to. The fuck? Tell me more. Not even surprised. The bad boy, rebellious and unpredictable. He's fire. See what I'm saying? He's fire, thrilling to touch, but you might get burned. No, you definitely gonna get burned. You're gonna be burnt up, third degree. Okay, bandaged up. Yep. He's fired. Yeah, he fired. There may be a lot of passion between the two of you, even. Maybe that's what's got you kind of like, there's potential here because maybe there was a lot of passion. But this person, i- they're not passionate in the other areas that they need to be to make them a well rounded energy, a well rounded person. This is a bad boy. Tell us more. Bad girl. Take it how it reverberates. Apply it as you need to. We have the military officer. Mm. Disciplined and protective. He'll make your heart stand at attention. Yeah. He consistent and disciplined at being the bad boy. For sure. The pilot. Bad girl. Take out Robert. Um, Curious and well traveled. He'll sweep you off your feet, literally. Yeah. See, this is where the line of questioning could be coming from because there is something very attractive that you may be attracted to or you was, could be past energy. This person could be trying to spin the block on you. This could be again why you are like, I mean, we had some good times, but it's like I'm working on myself. You know what I mean? I'm that's not really enough for me. And as far as what all of the other things that I need, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it from over there. Although we did have some good times, though, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like you are working on something that is outside of the scope of this individual being able to contribute in a productive way to keep the whole boat floating. Okay. The hunter. The hunter. Outdoorsy and primal, enjoys the chase, but maybe a little too much. So this person is possibly presenting themselves. They've been watching you from a distance, for one. Okay. Yeah. They got the little binoculars on you. Okay. You got the little binoculars. So they're now chasing you. They're now wanting a second chance. Okay. Tell us more. The doctor. Caring and authoritative. He'll mend your heart, but might keep you waiting. Yeah, this is somebody that they're also watching you heal. Mm. This person has been watching you do some healing. This person has been watching your life evolving in some kind of way, which is probably why they're coming back in. It doesn't mean that they're coming back in with the paper cups, the paper plates, you know what I'm saying, and the check sodas. It just means they're watching you. Now you got your table spread, okay? You got the macaroni and cheese. We ran it down. You got the cornbread, the collard greens with the fat back. Okay, you got the fried chicken and the barbecue ribs on the side of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Little potato salad over there with a bunch of egg in it because you know you got to have the extra egg in there. You know what I'm saying? So your table spread. You feel me? And they're watching you from a distance, prepared to sit down, and now they want to come back in like, hey, can I get a plate? Like, nah. Like I literally ain't I stopped feeding you 2 years ago. What you talking about? Where you come from? You know what I mean? It's given it's given that. I'm gonna get some tarot. I'm gonna go for the intuitive care of which one? That one. No, this one. You've been healing. You've definitely been healing and receiving. Your healing is bringing in some goodness, okay? Some good things. Can I get a plate? I'm just saying. Some stability. Yeah, more stability. You probably had it back then, but you got more stability. Okay? You've been planting in good soil, your own soil. Your vines got grapes on it. You feel me? And now we got this false person that wants to come in and partake of your goodness. Ain't gonna be able to do it. You've already judged them as a false person, though. Or there's a need to. Tell us more, spirit. What does the collective need to know about this dynamic? What is it? What's going on? Page of Swords, communication, new communication. Somebody's talking now. They want to talk now. They want to call now. You are also receiving clarity. Okay. This could be a current situation for some of you. Trash box. Well, that seems accurate, right? That seems sound like that's what it pretty much is. All right. This person, they're talking, but you ain't really it's going in one end out the other. You ain't trying to hear it. You might even see them as a clown. Tell me more. Clarify the page of swords in the trash box. You might even told them they was a clown. Yeah. And that you're not interested. That they can't come back. You don't want it back. That it's not going to work with the Eight of Pentacles. Tell us more. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, you will not be giving to this situation. Okay. You about to go in the house, make you a plate on your good plates. Okay. Not that paper plate, not that styrofoam plate. You're going to go in the cabinet. You're going to get you one of them good plates and get you a good fork and a real cup, glass, a wine glass. Pour you some soda or some juice or something, some little sweet tea. You're going to make you a plate. You're going to sit down and you're going to eat and watch you a Netflix movie. And you will not be serving this situation. Okay? Like, baby, I ain't stand up on all day in this kitchen because you ain't brought nothing and you ain't gonna be bringing nothing. You ain't finna be bringing nothing. You don't got nothing to provide. I feel you. Whoever you are, I feel you. Let me get one of them ribs about you. Social circle. Social circle. Social media. What's going on with the social circle of the social medias? Three of Pentacles in reverse. You give me one more or two more. Divine, yeah. Divine guidance and karmic connection. Yeah. No collaboration. Not socially. You don't even want to talk. You may have blocked them on your social media, or you need to. Okay. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Don't just do the Facebook because you know that's where they be at all the time, or you be over there. Do all of them. Block them. Anyone you know they own. This is a karmic connection. You will not be collaborating. I feel like this social media is also communication, and you also have communicated that you can't, and you ain't got nothing to work with, boo. You ain't got nothing to work with. I can't make it up. Give me that. Give me that. See, I be moving too fast when I split that deck. Hold on. Where you went? You was over here somewhere. I'm going to find it. I'm going to tell you. Because I split the deck and I saw what I saw. What I had saw was this here. You don't have nothing to work with, boo. Nothing. You don't even want it no more. This is how you feel about it. Because they don't got nothing to work with. You ain't feeling the magic. You're also no longer led by your lust and passion for this person. Or in general, you're working on yourself. You're you know what I mean? You're putting in the work. You want something more. You require something more. Wherever they met you at in the past, that's not where you are now. Okay? That's not where you are now. So y'all might have had a good time in the past, but it ain't gonna be a good time now. Because you're attracted to something different. You're attracted to someone who just don't talk conscious and higher consciousness and spirituality. You want somebody who is actually, they have their earthly life balanced too. They have emotional maturity. Okay. Yeah. Tell us more. Obsessed. What's this obsessed? Four of Swords. If you were really focused on this person at one time, if you were borderline obsessed over the potentiality of the connection of this energy at one time, you ain't now. You're not now. You may have really been into them before. You ain't now. Okay. This could also be that this individual is now obsessed with you and you're all they think about. Take it how it reverberates. Justice. You brought balance. Yep. You've definitely brought balance to your own energy, to your own thinking of how you think about this individual, how you see them. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Give me one more on the Four of Pentacles. The Lovers. That's what I was just saying. That's what I was just talking about. You have done the work. You see now, more so maybe than before, the wants versus the needs. Not that the wants are less important, because they really not. Don't let nobody tell you that your wants is less important than your needs. They actually ain't. Okay? But you have defined both of those aspects as it relates to who you would be willing to put your energy into in a love relationship. What it is you expect, what it is that you're going to want, what it is that you're going to need. And I'm going to say it again, honor your wants. Honor your wants just as well as you honor your needs. Okay? You know where things are, mandatory, and things are like, you know the spectrum, but that, that whole, it ain't about what you want, it's about what you need. Do that and you're going to end up in the divorce court. Speaking from experience, okay? You're going to get everything you need out of a person and still end up in the divorce court. Just that's all I'm saying. Because them wants ain't going to go nowhere. They not going nowhere. That's you. That's a part of you. That's what pleases you. That's what gives you joy. That's what gives you passion for a person, that they can meet your wants, the things you long for, the things you desire. The needs we know about, but them wants, okay? And again, they're both on a spectrum as to what's important, what's non-negotiable, and what is negotiable. But I feel like who I'm speaking to has definitely balanced that energy as to what value they want to get, they need to get out of a lover. And this person ain't it. 10 of Cups in the reverse. This person ain't it. And you are fully aware of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That there's some sort of a emotional manipulator. Mm-hmm. That they keep secrets and stuff. Mm-hmm. That they the whole. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. They got toxicities. Okay. Yeah. And you are not responsible for helping them change. You're not even responsible to try, because change has to be desired from within that person. As long as that desire to change is there and you see them actually doing things for themselves, then there's nothing wrong with supporting them in that, right? But this is not what this person is, or this is not what they're doing. You are in this beautiful good fortune. Ooh, and you know it. You know it. Intuitively, you know it. I love that. And you also have new love coming. Y'all. You also have new love coming, or already in a new relationship. Now, this Three of Cups came out sideways. I think it's coming. You know it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You may have already met someone of interest. Can't make it up. You know that what you want, deserve, desire, need, expect, it's coming. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do then is we're going to just keep ignoring this situation over here, because there's no interest. We want nothing to do with that right there. Okay. You know that this individual is not the new. This is not what spirit is offering you. You're ignoring it. It's coming from another spirit. Okay. A trickster is what I heard. A trickster spirit that's trying to trick you out of this new by bringing back something old. Shabba. What else they need to know? I'm going to get some tea leaf here. What else they need to know, Spirit? This is some good confirmation for somebody. Good confirmation here. What else do the collective need to know? Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have really developed yourself, and in the development, in the evolution, in the growth, you are assuring your success. There will be success, okay? There will be success, all right? Plenty of material things, because your vines got grapes on them. Yup. Your vines got grapes on them. Plenty of material things. Wow. So this has to do with what you're working on. This person is coming in or trying to come in to be a distraction, short journey. All right. What is this short journey? April. Woo. Okay. What's coming in April? That's right around the corner, honey. Hush. A meeting with a stranger could be important. What's coming in April? January. Possibly something this person could be coming in April. With this hunter card, they could be still watching you from a distance, taking how it reverberates. But they're watching you heal. This person could be coming in April. This could be somebody that you made a decision on or you cut off back in January. Tell me some more. Successful outcome to your problems. Yeah. And since in that short time, this is beautiful. In that from January to April, you have really tapped into something here. Getting, I ain't gonna say it like that, but I'm gonna say it like that. Getting rid of them was the key. Was the key. So your harvest is coming in now, energetically, tangibly. Or maybe they ghosted you back in January. Maybe they went cold on you back in January. Maybe something was being held up for you in January. And in April, in that short amount of time, because you have made the decision either to not go back to something from the distant past or the recent past, that's the key. That is unlocking something for you that's coming in towards you in April. Tell us more. A journey, either physical or mental. This was definitely a through, and this is why I said, Spirit, clarify this situation that the collective is going through. This person, because you're going through them, like you're not stopping at them at the space they're in. You're going through them, or you already went through them. They want to come back to try to send you through it again, but it ain't no need to. Time to get out of a situation. Yeah, that's giving me that 5 of Cups energy. I feel like this person regrets. Okay. Tell me more about this Pale. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Handshake. Tell me more. A fair man, dealings or a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You're so far out of this situation at this point in energetically, because if the situation went cold in January, we're not quite in April yet, but that is still a short distance, right? That's a short amount of time. But in that short amount of time, you have made a journey physically and mentally to the point, okay, that this person is like a stranger to you. You don't you might, they might pop up on you, and you might, somewhere out the door, somewhere outside, and you be like, who are you again? What's you say your name? Where we met at? You might like really play them crazy. Like, I don't know you, bruh. I don't know you, sis. Older woman showing up here. Fair woman showing, take it how it reverberates. Okay. Boat. Money and property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Mm. Now, you could also be meeting someone in April that is a stranger. Okay. It's very important. This meeting with this person could be coming a long way. All right. This person could be working on getting out of a situation themselves. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. I feel like your spirit team, possibly someone else's spirit team with this, Two of Cups here, you knowing full well that your person is probably in close proximity to you, whether you know them or not, whether you've met them yet or not, you can feel it energetically. I feel like there's two spirit teams here working at play to put the things in the proper place for you to meet this individual, okay? Male or female. I'm glad both of them showed up, okay? So take it how it reverberates. Now this person got some stuff. This person got their own boat that they keeping afloat. Anything else? Some Here we go. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's that past situation. This person is also coming in, and they're very protective of you as well, or they're a protective person. Table, hard work ahead. Yeah, they're gonna bring something to the table. Yeah, they're gonna bring the Hawaiian rolls and the sodas, and they're gonna bring, an extra slab of ribs. You know, it might be maybe a little yellow bag of yellow rice. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that want rice, they're gonna bring something to the table. Yeah, and somebody gonna be looking like, damn, I was stupid. Yep, you was. August. What's going on in August? What's going on in August? Spiritual love. Yep. It's going to go by if they show up in April, by August, locked in. Disappointment in someone's affair, in some affair. I feel like this is that other individual who is going to know that they are officially cut off. They should already know it. Okay. But you know how people be when you ain't seeing nobody else, is you? It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be seeing you. You feel me? But when you do get with this individual that's coming towards you, it's official for some people because some people slow. Okay. We have star, right? Guarantees success. Clock it. I love it. All right, collective. This has been the message. All right. I can't wait to read y'all comments. Let me know how it reverberates. I appreciate all of the activity, all of the support on the channel, all of your comments, your love, your good energy, and I send it back to you 100-fold. All right. So let me know how this reverberated for you. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the description. Okay. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I love y'all. Peace.